Welcome back. You're watching the Sideline Report. I'm Marvin Jackson, along with Donna Hopkins and Redskins great Larry Brown. Does this Washington team have what it takes right now to be a perennial playoff contender? And then can they bounce back from losses like the Carolina loss? Can they do that? And do they have it? Do they have what it takes?
Well, let me just say this. If they had what it took, they would have won that game the other on Monday night.
I guess.
So you got to win those games that you have to. I mean, we wouldn't even be talking about this. We'd just be saying they got to win Chicago, and then the next game they got to win. But they didn't win the game that they had to win, and that was Monday night.
What does that take, Larry? What kind of guys do you need? Because he talked about you got to wonder if you got quitters, you definitely won't win those games.
Well, I didn't like the fact that he brought up quitters in an interview like that, because that could have a negative effect on the team anyway, because everybody started looking at one another and trying to determine
which ones are
who's the quitters, right?
He said that they didn't have him on the team.
He said that they
did not have them. That's what he did say. But like Larry said, he never should have brought that up.
Yeah, but there are some people there are some people they're not giving 100%. You know it when you see it.
And maybe he was alluding to that.
Maybe that's a fact. Yeah. Maybe that's true. But still, the bottom line stops with the coach. I mean, that person has to be able to get these guys motivated to play every week. And that's a very difficult task. There's only a few people who can do it. Lombardi did it well. George Allen did it well.
And you got to play under them.
Yeah, and I got to play under those. I mean, those guys, George Allen would walk in and watch us dining at breakfast, and he'll say somewhere, I can tell by looking at you, you're not ready to play. Yeah.
No, I don't think Gruden is that type of coach.
Well, you know what? A couple games ago when we were in Phoenix, when he went off, after the game was over and was fussing and everything, and I was loving it because that's what you have to do sometime. And he literally almost apologized after that. I'm like, what is that? You should have been doing that as far as that. And I don't care who heard me fussing like that and whatever. If I have to come to that point to get you all up for that, then it is what it is. But one thing about it is during this off season, if they don't make the playoffs and so forth, the area that they have to address, because everybody say defense wins championships, they've got to address the defense because the defense is not really good.
Well, they were missing Compton and Cravens in that game.
I don't care if they were missing because they had those players in the game during the course of the season.
And
they still have to get better defensively.
Larry, let's get back to you. I mean, when you played, you didn't seem like you needed a coach to get you motivated. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was Allen and Lombardi. I don't know. I didn't see you play in college.
Well, we know money. We know money wasn't a factor.
It wasn't about money, right?
No, we know that wasn't the key. But no, I grew up in the inner city, and I used to tell people that the way I ran on the field, I used to run. I have to run that way to get home every night. So I was in the inner city, so it was like a gauntlet every night. So
I know the
it's hard for me. It's hard for me to get ready to play a game when someone's going to hit me, and I can't play soft when I know that I'm going to be in a fight. So I have on my, I'm in my fighter's mode, and I come to play because I'm not going to allow you to beat me up. I'm gonna beat you up as much as I can.
Do you see some of that in some of the players out there now, Redskin players? Are there any players that you look at now and you say, hey, that's me? That's the kind of player.
Well, I think there are a few. I think it's number 88 is pretty consistent. He's tough. He's tough. I mean, that's a person I would go to in a tough situation or when we're behind.
Tough bringing up too.
Yeah, I like him. I kind of like him in a critical situation better than Jackson. Yeah, but Jackson's a good player too, and Reed is he's a spectacular player when he's healthy. And
What do you think about, gosh, the running back Kelly? What do you?
Kelly's I've seen a lot of tweets where people are comparing him to me.
Okay.
So he's big, he's strong, and he doesn't give up. You know, it takes more than one person to bring him down, and I like that. You know, and
one reason why I asked you that is he and I were talking after a game, and he said one thing that if you are a running back in the NFL, no first tackler should bring you down. That's what he told me.
Right.
And he said, so that's my goal every time I touch the ball.
And he runs like that too. But see, I like
So
what
it sounds like you, because that's the way you used to run, the same
Right.
type of thing. You know.
But I like what he said. He is his own motivation. Coach don't have a Lombardi or a George Allen didn't have to get him up for that. And that's you know, being an athlete. These guys, nobody should have to get you up for any game. I don't even care if it was the playoff situation. If I got to get you up, that means I got to keep you up. So you should be at this stage. You should be ready to play every game.
So speaking of ready to play, Kirk Cousins, is he the Redskins quarterback of the future, Larry?
I don't know yet. I know that he's had some great games, and the last one wasn't one of his best games, but you know, he's not a Johnny Unitas.
And we know that.
Or Joe
he's not at that
Montana.
level. He's not at that high level.
No, he's not there. But there are times he looks very, very good. You know, there are times he looks bad.
Okay, we got a few seconds.
Well, with those weapons that he has on offense, I mean, it's no excuse that he doesn't. But Scott McCloughan, it must be a reason why he has not signed him yet.
Okay.
And I'm going to leave it there.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Larry, for joining us on the Sideline Report. As always, you know you are the man, one of the best ever.
Ever seen.
We got to get you in the Hall of Fame, though. We're still working on that, Larry.
He has my vote.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he has our votes, but we got to work on some other folks. But we'll get you up there in Canton. And you belong there for sure.
Thank you.
All right. And Donna and I will be back after the break to talk to the Maryland 4A football champs. More on the Sideline when we return. Thank you, Larry.